Welcome to NodeSource Dev Sessions, where we talk with engineers, builders, and developers creating modern tools for the Node.js ecosystem. Last month, NodeSource launched a solid extension, bringing production debugging and Node.js insights directly into VS Code, Cursor, Windsurf, etc. In our last episode, we explored the design process behind the extension. Today, we'll explore how the extension was built. Join us is Cesar Diaz, software engineer at NodeSource and one of the engineers who developed the extension. So Cesar, welcome to NodeSource Dev Sessions.
Well, interestingly, the first idea wasn't even a VS Code extension. We were already experimenting with MCPs, AI workflows in the shape of skills, and developer tooling. At first, we thought about building something closer to a plugin system for AI coding assistance. Then the vision evolved. Ross and Bryce pushed for something bigger, bringing production telemetry, diagnostics, benchmarking, and AI workflows directly into the IDE. At that point, we had a rough MVP definition and a very aggressive timeline, so we started moving quickly. Honestly, it was very iterative. We had a document describing the MVP, but many details were intentionally open. That gave us flexibility, but it also meant developers had to make architectural decisions while building. A lot of the project evolved through experimentation and rapid feedback loops. We learned while building. Everything was developed using TypeScript and VS Code extension API. Instead of spending weeks starting the platform, we started implementing features immediately and learned through iteration. AI tools helped a lot because they allowed us to understand APIs, generate examples, and explore patterns much faster than traditional documentation research. AI was involved in almost every step. We use a common flow in different harnesses, iterating through implementation plans, using different LLMs to prototype, debug, and reviewing. The workflow was usually first we create a plan, then we review the plan with the team, we execute, we test, and then we iterate again. The biggest advantage wasn't generating code, it was accelerating iteration. That's where things became interesting. Each developer interacts with AI differently. Different prompts, different styles, different assumptions. Sometimes features work perfectly on their own, but felt inconsistent once everything was merged together. We discovered that AI can accelerate development, but without shared rules and conventions, it can also introduce inconsistency very quickly. Not at all. AI is incredibly powerful, but it still needs direction. The quality of the result depends heavily on how clearly humans define requirements, architecture, and constraints. The more precise your vision is, the more useful AI becomes. Human judgment is still critical. One of the most exciting ideas was exposing end-solid capabilities through MCP. Instead of forcing developers to navigate dashboards, we can let AI interact directly with runtime data. You can ask questions in natural language, and the system can retrieve diagnostics, telemetry, benchmark information, and runtime insights automatically. That changes how developers interact with observability tools. As we started building, we kept identifying opportunities to make the extension more useful. Benchmarking became one of those opportunities. We redesigned parts of the system so benchmark could be accessed through MCP workflows and integrated more naturally into the developer experience. That's one example of how the product evolved during development. I would spend more time on planning, not traditional planning, AI planning. Today I'd use specification-driven workflows, stronger development rules, clearer architecture documents, and better coordination between developers before coding starts. The lesson is simple. When AI makes coding faster, planning becomes even more important. Much more productive developers can become with AI when it's used correctly, but also how quickly complexity grows if you don't have structure. AI amplifies both good and bad engineering practices. The teams that learn how to combine strong engineering fundamentals with AI workflows will move incredibly fast.